Hey everybody, it's Chris, MTGO's RexDart, and we are here battling with our Bant Stoneforge deck. I have won the role and I'm going to play first. This hand has some disruption. I can play a turn 1 Noble Hierarch. Obviously it needs another land to do very much, but I think it's not bad here. I'm going to keep it. The big question here is whether to fetch a basic forest or because that's going to depend on ability to protect the Noble Hierarch if that's the route I go, because I'm depending on that for everything else. And then the other problem there is that I cannot daze if I fetch a basic forest. But I do have Force of Will, so I think I'm going to play it safe and fetch the basic forest. There are just so many wasteland decks right now. Blind, I just a little concerned about taking that chance. But unfortunately I missed here because he is in fact a combo deck based on his opening of Gitaxian Probe. So in that case, obviously I would have wanted to have fetched the Tropical Island. Street Wraith. Alright, he's going to pass his turn and discard. Oh, is he Manaless Dredge? What a stupid deck. Okay. So clearly here, I have to. Tarmogoyf is useless, or pretty close to useless. Well, presumably once he gets some guys that he starts bringing back. Although if it's Bloodghast and stuff and they're not ground pounders, I don't know, maybe. But I have to do something to develop the board here. So I can either play Stoneforge or I can play Tarmogoyf. If I play Stoneforge, I'm going to have to like vial something in again later here, so I don't know about that. Of course, having an active GT could help later. But it's hard to say. I think I will go ahead and play the Tarmogoyf. No. And then yeah, okay. I'm going to do that. See if I draw into a land here. I could play Stoneforge and hold up Spell Pierce. See what he's going to discard. Well, whatever he is, let's see, he's gone to his second main. He's going to discard something else. He's going to discard an Icarid. Okay. I don't have to worry about blocking from that. Here we're going to play the second Noble Hierarch. So we're leaving open Spell Pierce and Force. And we're just going to start putting a little pressure down. Now he may have some bridges or something to discard here. Thankfully his Street Wraith and Gitaxian Probe did a little bit of the work of getting him down. He probably doesn't have any actual spells to cast other than... oh, he had 2 bridges. Okay, yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright. Okay, Dread Return is the one I don't have to worry about as much, but now he's got Cabal Therapies he can use here, and I still don't have an island today, so I only have... I didn't think he could go off this turn, but let's see, what did he do? He dredged and he hit more. Oh, jeez, he had 2 more bridges. Well, okay, yeah. This is why you keep Dredge Hate in your sideboard. Yeah, I've just really never seen the Manaless Dredge. Just seems terrible to me because it's so easily. It's more or less like you just mold your hate card, and then there's really not a lot they can do to it. Alright, so he's going to Cabal Therapy me which I have to spell pierce. Unfortunately, now he gets a crap ton of zombies. And now he's going to use the second Cabal Therapy on me, and I assume name Force of Will, in which case there's really no point getting rid of both of these, because if I draw onto an island, the Daze is pretty much a hard counter against him. Of course, he could name the Stoneforge here. Okay, no, he chose Force of Will. Now he's got Dread Return if he wants it. Oh, he's going to Cabal Therapy away my 2 Stoneforges there. He got, let's be fair here, pretty lucky dredge there to get to 4 Bridge from Belows and 3 Cabal Therapies. It was like all of his relevant stuff here. Well, he could have taken the Jite if I had gotten the Jite last turn, so that's not really like a big deal. See, what is he really threatening to do here next turn? He doesn't have his big Dread return target. He can bring back a couple of Icarids, and boy, I really wish I had a way to get rid of those bridges. Well, there's a Jite. See, if I had an active Jite, I could use that to kill like one of my own hierarchs here. Well, the Daze isn't going to do me any good for a while. Well, I could hardcast it. The other option is to, what is he going to do next turn? He's going to bring back 2 Icarids and get a crap ton of zombies from those bridges. And at that point, I think it's just far too late for me to actually do anything to him. I don't think there is a right answer here. I obviously can't cast True Name Nemesis, so it's going on the top. I could cast Jite, but I can't equip. Next turn I can equip, but by that point he is going to have like a gazillion zombies out, and getting rid of his bridges at that point is irrelevant. So I'm thinking that I want to cast another Hierarch here and just start swinging in with the True Name Nemesis, since that will at least go past him. I still don't know that I can survive, but I think that's what it needs to be. So I'm going to put, let's see, what am I going to cast this turn? So this turn I could cast the Noble Hierarch True Name Nemesis would sing for 6, or, yeah. Okay. Alright, so now I have a choice here whether to attack or just leave the Tarmogoyf back to block. If I attack, he's going to chump with a zombie. He's going to have a couple Icarids coming back here. I think maybe I just do want to go ahead and take the zombie out. Alright, so he's going to bring back just 1 Icarid, and he's going to dredge again. Hits the Balustrade Spy. Oh, okay, he's that version. So he just needs another Dread Return there, or another guy for Dread Return, which he will then get, but cannot do this turn because it's a sorcery. Okay, well, that puts me in a weird spot here. So he's going to dread return the Balustrade Spy. That's going to basically get rid of my entire library. So I need to hold up Daze to counter that, although he knows that I have that. Does he have any more Cabal therapies in there? Dread return. No, he does not. So I actually can't cast True Name Nemesis this turn, or else he just does that and wins the game. So I don't know what. I really don't have a lot of options here. Alright, so he's going to chump with the zombie. Alright. Okay, he has a second Dread return, so that is his plan then. He's got to get to 6 guys, which he does have, so he can... Oh, and he's hit an Archimedes too. So yeah, now all he needs to do is try Dread returning the first time. I can daze that, and then he can cast it again. So, like I said, the good news is I have Graveyard Hate, and he's manaless, so I don't think... I got to scoop here. I don't think he has any way to deal with that. So, let's see. Bring in both Rest in Peace and both of the Grafdigger's Cages. And is there anything else in here that's going to have any applicability? I can... I'm never going to like connect with that. So, like, yeah, I could use that to like kill one of my own guys and get rid of his bridges, but that's probably not happening. Pride Mages. So I'm going to take out the Tarmogoyfs because I'm bringing in Rest in Peace. And plus it's just not a very good card in that matchup in general. I think the rest of this stuff is fine. Maybe I want to bring in, like, is Jace... Do I want Jace? No, I think maybe I'll bring in the Flyers instead of Jace, just because he's going to be able to clog up the ground. Not sure about that. I don't want to raise the curve much higher here. I could bring in like Elspeth also, but I'm just not really seeing that. Okay. So yeah, the only other question is whether I'd want to bring in the sword instead of something else here, but I think I'm fine with that configuration. Yeah, do I want sword instead of GT? No, I think that's fine. I'm gonna go with that. So, let's see, do I have anything that stops? No. Okay, yeah, all right. We're just gonna go with that. I'll play first. All right, and I have Grafdigger's Cage. Those Wastelands are both dead, but I can try to brainstorm into something here. So I will not mulligan. Chancellor of the Annex, not too bad. All right, so he's going to delay me casting by 1 turn. So he's going to get 1 turn to try to do something before I can cast that Grafdigger's Cage. So I'll play that. So what I have to hope here is that he doesn't... I don't think he has any way on his own turn. Yeah, he's got to discard a Phantasmagorian. Oh, he's got a Grave Troll. Okay. Hey, all right. Okay, so I have to spend an extra 1 for this. Okay, and he's just going to scoop. This is kind of why these Manaless Dredge is a silly deck. You just kind of have to catch people completely off guard and without any hate because they can't actually beat it. Of course, it makes it a little silly to watch, but at least you got to see a good game one. As it is, I think we are still going to stick with that. Alright, so he chose to play last, which clearly makes sense. This hand would be fine if, well, I do have to consider this. Am I going to mulligan to a hate card? I only have 4. And then how far am I going to mulligan to a hate card? Because this hand would be pretty reasonable on the play against anything else. I've got turn 1, Noble Hierarch, turn 2, True Name Nemesis, backed up by Counter Magic, and then the True Name Nemesis is going to beat in for 5 a turn. So this is actually an interesting question here, I guess, for this video, is how aggressive, having seen that he's basically just going to scoop to a hate card, how much do I want to mull to the hate card? And while I think this is a really good hand, I think I'm going to take the chance at just mulling to the hate card. And so far we're coming up empty here. Alright, okay, we got kind of there, maybe. Alright. Caracas. Grafdigger's Cage. Alright, so he scooped to that again. That's what I don't understand about that deck. Why would you play a deck that absolutely cannot beat a hate card? It makes no sense to me to do that unless you're playing the gambit that nobody's going to play those hate cards. But the reality of, especially online, is that there's enough dredge online because it's an affordable deck and people tend to play cheaper decks online. So it's like, why would I ever not play, 4 to 5 hate cards for dredge and legacy? And I wouldn't. I would always have that in my sideboard. But maybe he's running into people who either don't have it or aren't having good luck mulliganing to it. Like there, obviously I could have gotten in trouble if I didn't hit it there. So anyways, normally I would feel pretty bad about that matchup against dredge, like a normal dredge deck, because my counter magic doesn't interact with a lot of what they do. They're clogging up the ground. True Name is good in that, but anyways, I don't know. Anyways, we got through it because he's the Manaless variation, which again I would just recommend you never play because it just doesn't make any sense to me to play a deck that just scoops to Leyline of the Void or Grafdigger's Cage. So anyways, join me for some more matches momentarily.